On Wednesday, Prime Minister of Slovakia, Robert Fico, was wounded in a shooting incident. The incident that occurred during a parliamentary session, which, according to the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Lukas Blaha, has been postponed until further notice. The shooting took place in front of the local House of Culture, where Fico had gone to meet his supporters. Reports have indicated that the Prime Minister had received life-threatening shots in his abdomen. The Prime Minister was transported by helicopter to regional capital Banska Bystrica for urgent treatment. Slovak media reported that the shooter was a 71-year-old man, but the motive hasn't been clear yet. Furthermore, President-elect Peter Pellegrini cut short a foreign trip and is returning to Slovakia.
Som šokovaná. Všetci sme šokovaní.
I am shocked. We are all shocked by the terrible and vicious attack on Prime Minister Robert Fico. What has happened is something that we cannot seem to realize because we cannot comprehend it. A physical attack on the Prime Minister is, first of all, an attack on a person, but it is also an attack on democracy. Hateful rhetoric, which we can see in society, leads to hateful actions. Please stop it.
On the other hand, Lukas Blaha, Vice President of the Slovak Parliament, denounced the hate agenda promoted by the liberal media and the political opposition against the Robert Fico government that stimulated this event.
I want to condemn in the strongest possible terms what happened today in Handlova, and at the same time express my severe disgust at what you have done here in recent years. Your liberal media, the political opposition, what hatred you have spread against Robert Fico, the gallows you have built for him, that anger, that rage, that hatred that is the result of your actions today, of the progress of the entire opposition, of the liberal media. We have a lot of emotions together. Robert Fico is a four-time Prime Minister, and because of your hatred, he's fighting for his life today. This is an attack of every Slovak man and every Slovak woman and every citizen of the Slovak Republic. For years you have nurtured a frightening hatred, a fearful hatred. I am convinced that the guilt that the progressive carry, the guilt that all liberal media carry, will never be washed away and will never be removed from former Prime Minister Igor Matović. It can never be removed from leader of progressive Slovakia, Michal Simeka. It can never be removed from any of them.
Regarding the attack, Michal Simeka, leader of Progressive Slovakia, one of the main opposition parties, called for a political reconciliation.
I would like to ask the political leaders to restrain themselves, as now is the time for a kind of political reconciliation. Now is not the time for escalation or attacks or whip passions. I have also tried to suggest today in that special session that all the political parties that are represented in the National Council should have a joint group, a joint statement and a joint expression of solidarity towards the Prime Minister. I think that will be very appropriate at this point in time. So let me say, at least for myself, that I wish Prime Minister Fico a speedy recovery. And I want to say on behalf of all of us, on behalf of our entire political party, that we feel for his closest and also for his fellow political comrades, that really should not be the difference between the coalition and the opposition. Thank you very much, and thank you once again. Once again, I want to say that I wish the Prime Minister will get out of this as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Cuban President Miguel Díaz-Canel also condemns assassination attempt on a Slovak Prime Minister. Through his account in X, the president expressed Cuba condemns in the strongest terms the attack on the physical integrity of the Prime Minister of the Slovak Republic, Robert Fico. I convey on behalf of the Cuban people and government our solidarity and wishes for a speedy recovery. Robert Fico, Prime Minister of Slovakia, began his political career in the Communist Party shortly before the Velvet Revolution of 1989, which led to the breakup of the former Czechoslovakia. In 1999, he founded his center-left Smerc SD party after being rejected for a ministerial post by the Democratic left. Fico stated that Russian President Vladimir Putin not be arrested by international order if he came to Slovakia. His career over the past 3 decades has been marked by a nationalist and anti-Western vision.